What is up? Welcome to GreaverTV, and we're here for our Alienware Arena coverage. That is right, we're into the quarterfinals now. This is going to be absolutely huge, folks. SQL versus TH, that's Trigger Happy, and Sequential Gaming. And we're starting off on Granary for the first map. I've got my good co-caster here with me. I've got No Mercy with me. What is up, bro?
Hey, not too bad. Yeah, looking forward to this map. Prime is going to kill Gru. That's not a good start to the rollout.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
And I think that really does tell the tale of what we're expecting to see, but hoping that we don't, and that is SQL showing a bit of dominance. And hopefully they don't do it for the entirety of the next two maps. As they win that rollout pretty convincingly, but Lammy and Clown Baby are going to get out. Nice to see Clown Baby actually in a server again. It's been a long time since I've seen him play Tech 2.
I was about to say that, yeah. What's he been up to? Any idea?
Probably like Dota like the rest of IR, but I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
Alright, so they've got Uber almost at last. Actually 8% to go, but they should be fine. CC is on a nice headshot, takes down Prime. Essentially the linchpin for SQL. May be able to play without him as Clown Baby gets taken down. That's pretty unfortunate, but I suspect they're still going to be able to hold this if they can take down Greyhunter.
Scouts on the corner, yeah. From behind.
Oh dear. They're gonna be able to hold this though. It's a pesky soldier, but he will eventually die as I slowly hold my breath. There we go.
Yeah. It's a pity Rain didn't just come up. He could have done some amazing, elaborate rocket jump and landed on the point or something.
It's not quite as glorious when he just goes in there and does his job, is it?
No. It's not good for the viewers. But anyway, let's have a look at these Ubers. Lammy does have 55% versus Spitty coming up on 45. Pretty much 15% in it, so it's not going to be anything that really matters. However, we know Lammy's going to have his Uber in time. In regards to off-classing, it looks as though CC is still running Sniper. Who is CC?
I actually don't know.
Oh. Inform casters. Oh, do you see that? Sniper popped up in front of CC at the top. Oh, we're going to see a big snap. Look at that Mike going down. Gets headshot. And that's probably going to stop the push for a little bit. I don't think we're going to see Trigger Happy try and push in off this, though.
I'd like to see them try to take a bit of a risk here. I mean, killing that scat doesn't really achieve enough to push off. So, but it probably should give this maybe the sniper license to go and peek the door or have the scat open the door for him.
Yeah.
Because you got to wonder what's the point of this sniper if they're not trying to get a material advantage to push off.
Exactly. So the soldier's been denied. I think he's actually going to go down. No, he's still up right now. Clown Baby going down. Rain going down.
They popped the Uber though. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. SQL has done what they came in to do, and they've managed to do it with only losing one player. And they got a pick while they were there. Now they're going to pop their Uber, and this is going to be pretty surgical. Imagine that soldier's going to get taken out up the top. Rest of the team's going to spread across. They're going to put stickies down. And if SQL gets their wits about them, they should be able to clean these players up. No problems on that point. And that's going to be our first point of the game, no matter.
Yeah, pretty impressive suicide by their SQL. The timing on them coming in together was impressive enough that they're actually able to do enough damage to take down a soldier. And like normally it should be pretty easy for the medic just to drop behind the roller door and be safe, but the amount of pressure they were putting on there was such that he almost had to hold his ground, or his team was actually just going to get swamped by raw DM. It looks like they're coming into the second rollout once again. The dominating demo by 150 health, and all the position is Prime. We were taken down by a signature pipes over the top, and that just triggers Rain and Mikey to go insane aggro as they get a bunch of kills. They're going to be pushing straight on, and another. These just rollouts aren't even remotely close, and I really think that Gru should be going balcony, and they're trying to respond with alternate paths. Like, you can't just go head to head in this demo matchup because it's clearly the biggest differentiator between the two teams right now.
Yeah, honestly, if he goes catwalk and these soldiers aren't, if they're a bit quicker on their rollouts and getting into position, they could possibly have more even mid. Oh, the mid.
Mind you, that was like maybe 7 or 8 rockets fired at him, so you'd hope one of them hits.
This is true. See, Povo going down. Greyhunter is down as well. Both teams do have Uber. Yeah, I'd be going for this. Honestly, I think in this game, like, the only thing that's really... Trigger Happy really needs to take any sort of advantage they can and show some aggression, because in an even fight, they're not going to beat SQL. They need to be mixing it up a little bit, I think, no mess.
Yeah, absolutely. Ads is a really good DM soldier, so they should be fine in these sort of Uber versus Uber trades. The rollout definitely is where I think they'll struggle the most. These sort of stalemates, they should do alright as SQL are getting ready to push out on the right. Very early Uber pop, but Ads gets taken down awfully low. In fact, he's finished off by Mikey. That's a pretty valuable early pick, and oh my gosh, Gru's taken down as well. Nice headshot by CC, but losing two there that's pretty much just round period.
Yeah. And yeah, that was all she wrote. So we're out to a 2-0 lead in favour of SQL. Gonna check out Gru's rollout on this one if I can find him. Here he is. See if he
really exploiting one of the downsides of running a sniper on last there. We saw just like losing players easily on the flanks by only having one scout, especially against a team with stronger scouts than you. That's the sort of thing you can't really stop and just have to hope the other team doesn't really pressure you.
Yeah, Povo and Mike is turning out to be a pretty good combination. See, Gru has elected to go catwalk on this rollout, and you can already see it's paying off from a little bit. He hasn't been shut out in this roll, and we're seeing a lot more presence from TH. Rain has gone down after his big
wow. Gru takes down CC and Gru take down Spiddy as well. That's no med, and they're really boxed in that corner. Unless Hoverhat goes absolutely insane, as he is currently doing. Gets a 2 down. He's going to get the 3 down if he can finish off Gru here through the pipes. But no, nice pipe finishing him off. I'm not sure if that was a direct or the rolly behind. But this is still anyone's rollout. I think Grey Hunter is establishing control up on the... No, he's actually going to have to fight against this scout demo here.
Yeah.
And nice work there by TH, finally taking a rollout.
Oh, nice. Grey Hunter with a really good direct on Sphinx there, but of course that is Grey Hunter down.
I don't know why Sphinx really shouldn't have thrown his life away there. That was not an unnecessary trade. It looks like it won't matter because Prime isn't trying to push in, but I would have thought that the re-push is definitely a real option here if SQL wanted to, but they seem content.
Yeah, they've got a pretty major Uber advantage, and they're going to know about that as well if they've been calculating it all.
Yeah, Spiddy would keep track of that. It's a hard one to use, but I think Grey will get up in time. And they are grinding this at full speed with the scout, as they're definitely a fan of the scout grinding ever since Boston Bash became pretty much standard.
To the face.
Yeah, maybe they're not going to push with this Uber, as they are pretty happy the way they're holding. Interesting, they're stacking their heavies pretty... There we go, no, I didn't mind. Rain is drifting around into the right yard to cover. And where are the stickies from Prime? Kind of split. Not really holding the right, but a little bit of pressure there with a few stickies. In fact, he's put stickies left and right, so that would explain why there's so few everywhere, but a few.
Gru got a nice pipe on him, but it's not really going to make much of a difference right now. Obviously, we're just in a game of attrition here. People just got to wait. One team's going to try and get a pick on the other team, and if it all falls to hell, then we're going to see a push. It looks as though here comes AIDS right now, going to be able to pop that. We see we've got a little bit of a flank from the SQL players on the side. They're going to get cleaned up. Very nice work there. Teams are now even. But it looks as though Gru is going to be shut out in Garage. This is a bit of a nasty choke. I can't see what's going on over the other side. No,
yeah, Sphinx finishing off Spiddy, which is important. Coming in after Ads did a lot of work with the Uber and sort of suicided himself post-Uber, but did the damage as it was. Really just another impasse here, as Blue are moving onto the cap, though I don't really know if they're going to be able to maintain that. That is Rain with the... Wow, Rain with a nice, just outplaying Gru there, and he's going to hold high ground here up against the primary, taking out Clown Baby.
Very nice! Clown Baby hitting that rocket.
Bit of the old death giver.
Honestly, though, I think when Rain really gets his DM up to scratch, and in his game sense, I think he is going to be a force to be reckoned with. You see,
when Rain gets his DM up to scratch, Rain's DM is already amazing.
Sorry, what am I saying? When he gets it up to God status.
Fair enough. I guess he did get beaten by Rocky in the last Ulti Giro.
Yeah, legit fight. Let you be the judge.
Well, once again, slight Uber advantage for SQL because of Lammy dropping on that mid-hold, but the Soldier Scout presence was enough.
That was hilarious! Oh, Spinny!
Yeah. Bit of the old 1-2 punch where you get bounced up into the rolly and shit happens.
Great. And that, folks, is why demos randomly spam pipes into yard. Oh, Spitty.
So how SQL is going to deal with this? I suspect is just give up. Like they're going to give up the yard, but they really should put up a fight in second. Like not to say they're going to hold second, but try to force the Uber. As it happens though, because of ads taking down, they've really lost their flank. I mean, we see that there's a soldier now up above. Rain is doing a good job of trying to slow down that onslaught, but yeah, well, they did achieve what they wanted. Lammy was forced to pop. I'm not sure if they tried to do that proactively or not, but
that's a good pick on Mike.
Nice rocket. Yeah, that's one of those situations where it's like it's a really fine line between wanting to aggressively use your Uber to push the advantage or wanting to play it slow. And to be honest, the answer is really dependent on what their medic's doing. And if their medic is at all competent, you want to play slow. And if he's an idiot and sits forward, then you just suddenly go for it.
Yeah. However, they've well and truly been shut out there. They're going to be falling back. They're probably going to have to give up yard. See Gru by himself over on the side. No, he's got the 2 scouts with him. Sorry about that. And Uber coming through. I think these players are going to get cleaned up if they're quick enough, though. At the very least, they're going to lose Gru.
Normally, I'd say that's not a good trade, but here the Uber is probably worth more than the Demo Man, considering the way that TH seem to be very soldier heavy in the way they're playing their lineup. And very sort of off-class, that the Demo likes to be very away from the hills.
This is interesting by SQL, straight out the other side, they're just going to push around, go for the big flank. This is really nice work here, they should be able to clean up these players. Big pipes.
I'm surprised TH weak, to put it bluntly, pussied out there. They should have just held the left and said, you want to have the right yard, we'll have the left yard, deal. If you ever try to make a move on us, we'll flank behind and cause you all sorts of world of pain.
Yeah.
It's risky.
Grey Hunter, how did you stay alive? Jesus. Managing to land on the side of the crate, no mercy, so he didn't die from full damage.
More good rockets. Yeah, Grey Hunter and Rain are doing overtime here at the moment.
Actually a really interesting combination. A little bit different to see how, seeing how you Kina port.
Yeah, everyone will have their own style. A lot of that style is warped by the style of your Demo Man, though, how many heals your secondary really has access to, and what sort of plays are left for them to make. But he's definitely he's proactive in the way that you want a secondary to be. As Grey Hunter taking in a solo Uber here, might choke and let them miss just one of his rockets, but did enough damage. In fact, Lammy will come back out and just die.
Yeah, that headshot towards the end is not going to save them. I've really got to question them continually running that sniper, if they don't get the mid pick. You know.
Yeah, I don't hate it, because sometimes you need a high variance play to win if you think you need it, but it hasn't really done enough yet.
Yeah, I'm talking like by now when they're 3 up and it hasn't worked on any of your last holds, really.
Yeah, Guru is just taking way too much damage to mid. And he's slower.
Oh, look at that, and he got bounced. He's going to get the second sticky on him. That's perfect by Prime. Took advantage of that, timed his stickies really well. And it looks like the garage rollout, they haven't actually really been able to get out of garage. They're out now, though. Sphinx and Ads going down. Soldier Bomb on the medic. Spitty will go down. But that's going to be all she wrote, because it's only Clown Baby who's on 3 health. He's just going to die right now to Rain. Quick rocket jump. Very nice. And that's going to be the... Actually,
yeah, pretty, a bit lazy they'd actually get caught out and killed, but stuff like that happens sometimes. The soldier just really does catch you unawares. Not really sure if it was really worth it for TH to go all in as it was. No doubt frustration plays on the mind, but if you go to suicide everyone and kind of just abandon the medic, then this is what will end up happening. And this is the best case scenario. Worst case scenario is Spitty lived and then the round's over.
Pretty much. Right, so Spitty's only got 50%. Doesn't look as though they're going to use their advantage. I mean, they're all holding close up on this pipe now. Medic's going, oh no, they might actually be going to go for it. Here we go, here comes the push. Uber has been forced, and you can see SQL players just disappearing. What's really interesting is that they were still upstairs, so they're going to lose Prime here. Rain's going to pick up CC.
Way too slow. This times 2 should be
oh, it's the crits! Oh, this is going to be huge if they can connect the shots. That's gorgeous. That's nice.
Ads managing to take down Mikey on the tail end of that crits push, but they're the only 2 alive against 5, and not sure that's going to be enough. Lammy taken down by some nice rockets by Grey Hunter. Takes down Ads as well. The respawns are in, but too late, and 4-0.
Yeah.
Not even the medic appearing on the scoreboard there. Or fraggers.
Oh Yeah, well, you saw it as Rain jumped in and he took ads away from Lammy, and then it's pretty obvious what Granary was going to do when he landed. Stream is not lagging, folks. If it is lagging for you, that is your internet connection. We haven't got any drop frames on this end. This is a 4 megabit a second, 720-bit 20p stream. Some Australians and New Zealanders will not be able to stream this.
Wow, Sphinx going insane aggro this rollout. And kind of pulled it off, managed to get a kill, and then trade a lot of damage with Poverhat, at least costing ammo there in the trade. Spitty not healing anyone. I actually suspect that if he doesn't connect with anyone soon, they'll lose this rollout.
Yeah. Like they can still take this. They may have played a disadvantage, but they have had really good positioning up until now. Everyone's got really decent heals on the red side as well. Just kind of, it seemed like they were just keeling over and letting it happen. Spitty's about to get Uber. He's going to be fine if he gets forced. Oh my god! Oh, again! Oh, I got it.
Oh, Prime is in trouble as well. Is getting flanked and is on 1 HP against a 100 HP soldier. If he kills someone here, I will be hugely disappointed / impressed.
Look, someone's only going to have to tickle him. Just pull out your shotgun. Oh just pull it.
Kill the medic. That's wrong. I don't believe that happened. It actually didn't. We're watching a different game. Right, well, they can still hold mid. Yeah. Oh, and lazy kill. Lazy deaths there.
Alert. Our control point.
2 times cap, 6 times cap. Prime isn't even hooked up with them. I just can't get over it, just...
Has been added.
Tickle him, just tickle him. Oh, well, it looks like Lammy is going to get his Uber pretty quickly here. Wow, Spitty very lucky to get his Uber off in time. Got down to like 10 HP on the bomber, just hitting 100% to pop there. They won't mind having wasted that much Uber. Medic alive is what actually counts because they can just use numbers here to get this cap. And historically we've seen that Uber advantage hasn't really been enough to push this point. Not only in this matchup, like we've seen that TH struggled.
Wow, not the best bomb ever from Greyhound.
This is a questionable time to actually do that. Yeah, I'm glad to see the rest of their team back, and that's really smart. Because they know that there's 100% Uber on the other team, so they'd like to get the pop, but...
I think they're going to go for it. What's Spitty running? Has he come back? He has come back on
you can't... Yeah. People have learned by now that the suiciding last, it really only works if you have Uber to kind of defend the next point, or really just suiciding for the sake of it. It doesn't actually have any strategic merit.
Though we didn't used to see suicides, it was good to see people adopt them. It was... kind of always knew it was going to happen.
What is Clown Baby doing? And wow, just wanders in through high and decides to trade soldiers. Not that it makes any difference. Yeah, respawn waves are equal.
Even trade.
Alright, so once again we're looking at the Sniper Scout hold for TH. Rain is going to come back as Sniper. Interesting use of the fact that he died there. I like the variation, but I've never actually seen him snipe. I wonder if he can aim.
Oh, just about took that medic's head off. I like this sniper position on the left where CC is right now behind there. Just gives you enough height that you can get a really good pick if someone's dumb enough to open the door with the med standing.
Rain's is weird. It's ultra defensive. You're supposed to get up in there grill as sniper. Because like if you die, it doesn't matter. That's the idea.
Yeah, it's just so he's going to kind of peek out. Did he get a body shot off just then?
Nah, he missed. So as the stalemates continue, not a lot happens. Looks like SQL are considering if they just want to kind of bust a bunch of people in through high. Greyhound are taking a lot of damage though, so that kind of puts a stopper to that plan. Sniper vs Sniper Wars. And the door disadvantages to Rain. Yeah, I gotta wonder if he plays Sniper a lot. This is a really weird way to play it.
Yeah.
You just stick your head out there, because like if you die but you bait, oh wow, Greyhound, nice work, really nice work.
Completely missed that. What actually happened?
He just bombed and killed the medic. Lammy didn't think he'd have to pop and just misjudged it.
Yeah, and that's going to be that.
Adds with a nice double kill, but that's 5-0.
Yeah, that is 5-0. Wow, that was quick. Kind of snuck up on me.
Yeah, full 20 minutes.
Yeah, so I think we're going to be off to a second map. Just making sure that they wait for STV. So yeah, we're going to be here for 90 seconds while we wait for the STV to catch up, people. Got a few people asking about a lack of quality options on the stream. That is why we have been streaming our butts off. Can't get partnered until we get a slightly higher average of people watching our stream, which means we just need to stream more so that more people know about it. You can see we've got quite a few of them in there right now, so yeah, appreciate you coming along. We will have partner very short. I would imagine if we keep streaming at the rate we are now, we'll have partner within a month, and we will have automatic transcoding options for you. It's quite a limiting factor for New Zealand and Australia. We know that people in New Zealand and Australia don't have, I don't know if it's the Twitch servers or everyone's download speeds as it is. I know it lags out for me sometimes, and I have 30 megabits a second down, so yeah, it's probably a combination of the two for some people. We will have it as soon as possible. But yeah, so far this game's gone pretty much as I expected it to, but quite a few funny upsets in there anyway. I imagine Spitty's going to be pretty mad at the end of this.
Well, it's not like SQL won every single rollout and then just pushed to last for 3 wins.
And Badlands may be a different thing as well. We all know that SQL's favourite map is, well, I don't know about their favourite, but their more potent map has been Granary, at least traditionally. How much has SQL changed in the last little while, actually?
Lineup-wise, Jamie left them, which was a pretty big loss. And at the same time they lost their other scout, Snowblind, who went of course over to Frey. So in terms of the heavies though, Rain, Greyhunter and Prime have been sticking it out for quite a while now.
Yeah. Mentioning Rain, I don't know if he's uploaded it yet, because he was going to re-upload it in higher quality. He did a surf map, some special beta amazing surf map. Hands down, best video he's ever put out. Crazy, amazing, absolutely amazing. So when he puts that up, make sure you check it out. That thing blew my mind. If you're watching this on YouTube, it should be up on Oz Fortress. When it does come up, I'll link it in the video in the comments below.
Guy's a freak, what can I say? Really good at surfing.
Oh, anything to do with jump. If I remember right, he was mad or something. Like, there's another jumper who's using the name Rain or something now.
What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's someone else who uses the name Rain, or someone else that does crazy jumping stuff for demo or something or other. I can imagine being mad, someone steals your name.
Yeah, you'd be annoying.
I don't think No Mercy or Griever's going to get stolen anytime soon, though. Not to say anything about our picks of username. Where did No Mercy come from? Still a little bit of trivia.
I thought it was cool when I was 13.
Oh, dude.
Stuck ever since.
Dude, same. Mine's from when I was 11 and I played Final Fantasy VIII and I didn't even spell it right.
Final Fantasy VIII.
Final Fantasy VIII.
My first online game was Tom Clancy Ghost Recon.
Oh, so pro. Don't judge me. This is my first online game. This is my first FPS.
Yeah, wow.
Can't tell, can't you? Yeah.
It's my first competitive FPS, but I do have way too many hours of pub CS.
Yeah. Oh yeah, confirm.
So it looks like we've got a full roster. Everyone's back in the server, shooting rock, doing their thing. Badlands, yeah, I mean, SQL have been notoriously renowned for being strong at Granary, but this map is pretty brutal, and I reckon that the skill difference between the two teams will just make it as much. Like, I don't think it'll be any closer than the last one, to be honest. If anything, it could be more brutal.
Yeah. We'll see what happens anyway. I'm going to do another lead-in just now before we get live, and I'll split these VODs up on you.